Hello. Hello. There was a mommy and a daddy, and daddy had a very important job. He was the head of the church in his little town, and his little girl heard about this man named Jesus. But the mommy and the daddy, they didn't know if Jesus was a good man or if he was a bad man telling people lies about God. So the mommy and the daddy, they would watch and see that Jesus would help other little boys and little girls who were very sick. And he would say, "Goodbye, sickness. Bye-bye. Go away. You are healed. And you are forgiven of all the bad things you do. Don't do anymore. Receive God's love." So one day the little girl was very, very sick. Her stomach, her tummy hurt really, really bad. And she was crying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy. Mommy, mommy, mommy." And the mommy and the daddy, they called the doctor, and the doctor said, "She's very sick. She's very sick. She's very, 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 very sick. She's very sick. She's very sick. She's very, 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 very sick." The doctor called all of his friends and said, "Hey, this little girl is dying. Let's come over and cry and bring some food." So the people came over and they're crying, "Way!" They're crying, "Way!" They're crying, "Way!" They're crying, "Way! Way!" And the mommy cried, "Way!" And the father cried, "Oh." And the little girl, like she was asleep, turned white, pale, and cold. And she died. The mommy said, "Should we ask Jesus?" And the daddy said, "I think he's okay. I may get fired and lose my job if Jesus can help my daughter." The mommy says, "Your daughter is dead, but maybe Jesus can help make her alive again." And the people cried, "Way, way, 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 way." They kept crying, "Way, way, way." Mommy cried a little bit. "Oh." Then she told Daddy, "Call Jesus." "Oh." And the daddy cried, "All right, oh." So they asked Jesus to come. And Jesus walked. While he was walking, there was a little lady. She was older. She looked very sick. She started running towards Jesus, and she touched his clothes. And then something happened where Jesus turned around and said, "Who touched me?" So Jesus felt this lady or someone touch him. And he knew that it was a special touch because the power of God went from his body to that lady's body. So he said, "Who touched me?" And the lady looked kind of sad and said, "I touched you." And then he sang, "She touched me. She touched me." "Why did you touch me?" Jesus asked. She said, "I touched you because I've been very sick for many, many years. My body doesn't feel good. I'm very sick. I give all my money to the doctors. And I'm very sick and sad. No one loves me." Jesus said, "Daughter, you are forgiven, you are healed. Be of good courage. I love you." And a big tear dropped from her left eye. Just happened to reach Jesus' hand. And he said, "Thank you." So Jesus said, "Come with me if you like. I have to go. We're meeting a little girl's needs." So he got to the place where the mommy and daddy's little girl had died. And everybody is crying and weeping. Jesus said, "Okay, the little girl is sleeping. Why are you singing and crying and weeping? Don't weep." They laughed at him. Ha 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 ha. Jesus told the mommy and daddy, "You can come with me, and a few of my friends will come in, but everybody else, they have to stay outside. The little girl's sleeping." So Jesus walked in. He kneeled down at the little girl who was dead. He touched her hand. And then her face started to turn pink. And you could see breath returning to her body. And Jesus turned and looked to the mommy and the daddy. "She's waking up. She's hungry. Get her something to eat. She's awake." The mommy and the daddy, the mommy shrieked for joy. "Woo! Woo! 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 Woo!" And the daddy went, "Oh, oh, oh." The daddy started singing, "Oh." They hugged Jesus. Jesus said, "Weep no more. She needs hunger, and dismiss all the people quietly. She needs to be happy. Be forgiven, every one of you. I've always known this day would happen, and I love you." Remember, little boys and girls, Kenji-ru will tell you, if you have a problem or you need some help, Jesus loves you, and talk to him and say, "Jesus, help me." Kenji-ru, Kenji you, and Jesus loves you.